All right, so wow, let's welcome in. Now we go from Ian, who was our board up, to a guy who had a little to do with our career, Don Imus, everybody, folks. So welcome, Imus. How are you?
How you doing, baby?
Nice. Did you make it to you made it to Pensacola, huh?
My kid is graduating from flight school tomorrow. He's a Navy aviator, and so I said to the travel agent, I said, put me in the nicest hotel in Pensacola. She said, yeah, we can do that. I got a place here where you can't take your shoes off. And I'm just making this call, and then I'm gonna go try to find some place to stay. I had to kick a bug out of the doorway just to get in here.
Don, just go back and sleep in the plane. I mean, you got a big enough plane. I mean, you got your own plane.
That's true.
Go sleep in that. You don't have to worry about any. What do you expect?
Anyway,
what are you looking for? Wait, Don. Let's see. Maybe you thought you were going to be in the Four Seasons Pensacola. Is that what you were looking for?
That's what I was looking for. You know how I am. Anyway, congratulations, Mike. You know I love you. You've had a great career.
Thank you, Don.
A good way to go out. We were talking this morning.
Yep.
And we were talking once you were off the air. Rob and I were talking about all the fun we used to have. And I was sitting back there jacked up on OxyContin. And I had my gun threatening to kill everybody. And oh, God, you were a lot of fun, baby. So,
Don, those were great. That would great. I wish we had tapes of those shows. You know that? Those shows were unbelievable when we sit back there and just kill everybody. And then Don would be back there.
I'll always remember the rest of my life, you and Dog, how loyal you were to me, and there's nothing I would. Well, there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't do, but there's a lot of stuff I would do too for you. So.
Well,
but
listen,
I appreciate all that.
I'm serious now. As we finish this, and we can sit here and kid, but without Don Imus, I've said this many times. There's no Mike and the Mad Dog. There's no FAN, and there is no any of this stuff. So without you, none of it would have happened. That thing would have lasted a year and a half and would have folded like a cheap suit. So without you there to make everything work, and it's no coincidence that Dog and I both came through the show, and your promotion of the station and us is why we got really had the success that we had early on, and again, couldn't be more thankful. Nobody's more instrumental in my career, Dogs or anybody else, than you would. You were unbelievably a big part of it. None of it would have happened for Fan or anything else without you.
That's very nice of you. And of course, if it weren't for Wolfman Jack and Robert W. Morgan, I wouldn't have a career.
Listen,
baby.
Don. So listen, it's twice in one day, Don. You know you're gonna miss me now after this. You know you're not gonna want to go so long without speaking to me again after twice in one day. You know you're gonna get used to me again.
Well, I mean, all I have are good thoughts and good memories. I want to wish you a lot of luck. I know where I saw you on the NFL Network. I thought you looked great.
Oh, thanks.
On TV. So I mean, who knows?
Hey, listen, thanks very much for everything. Again, my best to your family. I know Wyatt's doing great. My best to Deirdre. She looks great. I saw her recently. She looks unbelievable, so tell her I said hello. Congratulations on everything down there in Pensacola. And, again, thanks for coming on. And I really mean it, Don. Without you, we were all sitting here. Joel Holland is here, Cherney, everybody. Without you, none of this happens. It really is. You were the foundation for all of it.
Thank you, baby. Congratulations.
Thank you, Don, very much. Thank you, Don Imus. And that is a fact, folks. That's not even overstating it one bit. The Fan would have absolutely, as Joel will tell you right there, would have gone out of business without Imus. There's no question. It was bleeding red ink like crazy. It was people were ready to pull the plug, and then they went and got Don Imus and moved the signal, and then all of a sudden off that comes Mike and the Mad Dog and other things, and the station becomes one of the biggest successes in the history of radio. Never would have got off the ground without Imus, and I say this all the time. I learned more. They say, how did you learn your craft? I learned my craft by sitting in the studio every morning and watching Don Imus work, and that's how I learned how to do this right. And I learned from the best guy ever. So anything that I learned in this business, as far as the ability to run a show, I learned from him. So I learned from the best. Back after this.